Hi, welcome to Yoga Creature. My name is Michelle and I want to thank you for joining me. We're going to do a grounded flow, which means we're going to move from pose to pose or position to position from a seated position. This can be done on a blanket or on a cushion. I would avoid using a block because that's kind of small to move around on. So if we do get to a place where we're going to hold a pose, like we'll probably get into a supported back bend, then we'll use a block for that, but you can also use a blanket too. So join me, let's get seated. So whatever is most comfortable for you, Sukhasana, lotus, half lotus, whatever feels good for your body right now. That's all we have to do, is just take a moment and get comfortable so that we can go inside and see and feel that world inside of us. From a seated position, either rest your wrists on your knees or your palms together in your lap. Find a nice tall spine with an inhale and then exhale fully and completely through your nose. Continue this pattern of breath, nostril breathing. Not going to expand it, not going to hold it, not going to alter it. Just allow it to happen as it does. But just bring awareness to it. And that's what makes it special. Perfect. We're going to take two more. Awesome. One last full body breath. And let it go through your mouth if you're having a little bit of stress going on, as we all are. Perfect. On that next inhale, sweep the arms up. Maybe gaze up towards your thumbs if that's okay for your neck. And then as you exhale, release it and drop the chin. Good. Repeat that. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, release. Notice that we're timing the movement with the pace or the cadence of our breath. Next time, take those arms up. Going to interlace the fingers, press those palms up, try to bring those elbows in. Draw your navel to your spine, so you're pulling that belly in and up. And get a nice stretch to the chest. Perfect. Let it go. Keeping one hand on the floor. Next inhale, arm up and over. Let's keep those sits bones grounded so that we feel this more in our spine. Inhale, up, and just reverse that direction. Feel that breath expand your side ribs. And then let it go. Let's put that in the movement. Inhale, up, release the hand to the floor, and extend over with the opposite. Do that cartwheel across the ceiling, and exhale, reach. I'm going to go 2 more times each side. You're doing awesome. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Come back to midline. Taking those hands back behind you, turn your thumbs towards me. Fingertips are on the mat behind. Roll the shoulders up and back. Think about lifting your heart. Fill your chest with breath and elevate. Perfect. Sweep those hands forward and find a little bit of a rounded spine. Let your head drop. Let's walk a little bit over to one side. So we're going to bring the heart towards the knee. Still keeping those sits bones on the floor. Continue focusing on the sensations in your body as we move this body. Let's come back to midline or center. See if you can walk out a little bit further. It's not important, it's not necessary, but just see if it's available to you. Good. Gonna roll all the way up. And palms to the mat. Now, if you happen to be in lotus, half lotus, or in Sukhasana, as I am, I'm gonna change how the legs are positioned or ordered. Always trying to not break the habits, be aware of them, and instill a little bit more balance by, if I know I always do it this way, I'll honor that, but then I'll try it the other way, just to see how it feels, right? Inhale up, and exhale, release. Gonna keep one hand on the floor, this hand up and over, so inhale, reach it up, exhale, over. Perfect. Bring your heart over your knee. Inhale, take the heart towards the ceiling, or take your gaze up. And exhale, fold over that knee. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, and exhale. Here comes your last one. Now from here, let's get into the shoulder, the upper chest, into your side, and upper back. Just by moving that arm. Big sweeping movement. Hand is relaxed. Change the direction. Come to rest for a moment over that knee again. Let your forehead drop. Surrender to the sensations that you feel as you breathe, and your body becomes more pliable as you learn to step back and let go. Using that inhale to roll up. Let's do that to the other side. Release the hand to the floor, up and over. I'm sitting on my shirt. I was doing so good. Chest to the knee. Good. Inhale. Open up. And exhale. Perfect. 2 more. Last time. Gonna hold this one and then roll around in that shoulder. Let's change that direction. I'm hoping this time on your mat will allow this awesome day to be even better. Bring that chest towards the knee and release into it again. Inhale, roll it up. So let's go into a little bit more of a hip opener. Not that this isn't already, but let's go into Baddha Konasana, and I'm going to change my direction. Baddha Konasana, or bound angle pose, and also called cobbler or butterfly, if you happen to be a little bit practitioner of restorative or yin. I'm going to keep using the blanket here. Maybe not. I'm going to get rid of it, because I feel that I'm going to end up coming down to the floor pretty soon. So, soles of the feet come together here. I'm going to start off sitting tall. The distance between my feet to my hips is what's comfortable to me, what allows you to sit levelly on your mat or blanket. Arms reach up. Take a hand to the floor, up and over. Let's take it to the other side. I'm going to take those hands to the mat, back behind. So once again, I'm going to turn the thumbs towards my front, or towards the front edge of my mat. Roll the shoulders back and down, lift the chest. And then move into that forward fold. Let the spine round. And then maybe take a breath or two with the spine straight. So we're going to think about tilting our pelvis forward and elongating the spine. Let your heart project forward. Let that be the first thing people meet. Your heart, instead of attitude. That should just naturally follow heart. Perfect. Come up. Gonna let those legs come out in front. So I'm gonna heel toe apart. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Holding on behind the thighs. Should I have more coffee? No. Inhale, roll up. And exhale, roll back. I've had plenty. I needed more water. And exhale. Good. Gonna get one more like that. So our seated cat-cow, basically. Spinal flexion and extension. Good. Gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring those feet closer together now, and just kind of either wrap your arms around underneath your thighs, or if you can fold in tighter, wrap around your shins, and let that spine round. Give yourself a hug, a well-deserved hug. Gonna extend my back leg out in front of me, and move into a seated twist. Releasing from that twist, gonna let this knee fall open. And I'm gonna think about maybe bringing my chest forward. So I'm thinking about bringing my chest towards my foot. Good, come all the way up. Let's change sides. So we'll take that twist. Leg extends out, opposite knee bends in, arm wraps, sitting tall, and using your exhalation to twist. Let your exhale soften and let your body release. Knee is going to fall open. Bring the sole of the foot to your inner thigh or your inner leg and allow the chest to come forward again. Notice any gripping or hesitation, and that takes a while because you may not be aware that you're doing it. So here, as I take a couple breaths, I focus in my mind of each time I exhale to let go, to soften. I used to think about pouring water from a glass. So every time I exhale, I pour out a little bit of that water so that the glass would be lighter, right? So letting it go. And to me, that represents the tightness I might feel in my muscle bodies. I exhale, soften, let it go. Right? The body's only going to go so far. And so sometimes it's our mind and our urge to control, or our sometimes hesitance or fear that doesn't allow us to let go. Perfect. Come all the way up, and let's bring that knee back to center. Extend both legs out. Reach arms up, and exhale. So we'll proceed into a forward fold, Padangusthasana. Maybe you get to your ankles. Maybe for your lower back, you need to bend the knees. That's fine. You're still folding, right? You're still hinged at the hips, so it's still a forward fold. And you'll just let that progress into what's best for you. So let's get back to movement. Inhale, arms up. Gonna do that lateral flexion. So release a hand to the floor and extend up and over. Keeping your hips grounded on your mat. Gonna go 2 more times in each direction. And keeping my toes directed towards the ceiling. Here comes our last one. And we're going to duplicate that seated twist. So I'm going to turn towards you. Spine straight, legs are long and comfortable. Let's take that twist the other way. I think this is a perfect time to move into a seated twist, a moving twist. Inhale, reach up, and exhale. Long lines of energy. Long legs, long spine, long arms. We're going to go 2 more times each side. Perfect. Inhale, reach it up, lengthen, lift up out of your hips, and exhale, release. Good. 1 more time to the other side. And let it go. So, I feel maybe today's a good day to add a little bit of boat pose. Just a little. And we'll modify it. So, we're going to bring those knees in towards the chest and find those sits bones. Right? So right now I'm back on my tailbone. And for some of us sitting on our tailbone, it could happen all day long, no big deal, right? Finding your sits bones, you have to tilt the pelvis forward. Boop, there, I roll over it, and there it is. And that's a little bit harder because the pelvis is in a different direction. So different muscles got to work. You'll feel your quadriceps and your hip flexors kick in right away when you get onto your sits bones. So here we Relax our jaw. You can put one foot down, both feet down, up, whatever you like, right? You can keep your feet on the floor. If sitting back a little bit, but still on your sits bones, is work for you, then that's a good place to start. All we have is the present moment, and it can never be repeated again, right? What was. What is, we don't know. All we have is now. Each breath is a new now. I know, don't get deep, right? Don't get deep. I am going to, for a moment, just a breath, for 5, 4, good job, 3, keep breathing, 2, and 1, awesome, let it go. Ooh, let it round. So to complement that boat pose, I'm going to go into a supported bridge. Now I did a little sequence previously, so you can go back to my other little offerings, and there's a lot of supported back bends. So I'm going to do one of those. So I'm going to go into a supported bridge, and that requires a block. Some of us need a blanket for their head. It depends. We'll see. We'll discuss that. So, blocking your body, rolling down into the back. Perfect. So, who needs a blanket under their head? Those individuals that when they come down into their back, their chin reaches to the back wall. So, we take our blanket, we lengthen our neck, we soften our jaw, and we allow that blanket to be under the skull. It's not under my shoulders, it's not pushing up into my neck, it's just giving my head a little bit of lift, which is great for the muscles of my neck and my upper back. It allows them to relax. Here comes that block. Bending the knees, lift the hips, and place block under hips. Right? It's on my tailbone. It's not down in my glutes. It's not up in my kidneys. I know it's hard to tell because I have a baggy shirt on. Right there, perfect. Maybe let those arms rest down alongside you, out to the sides. You can hold on to the elbows and take the arms overhead. That really feels good in your side body. But no matter how you place your arms, you should still be able to breathe through your nose and keep your throat relaxed and your jaw soft the whole time. I am going to extend my back leg out. Ooh, and I'll just a little bit deeper into that hip flexor. You might be able to or enjoy extending both legs out at the same time. I'm just going to do them independently. Bring that back one in. Extend this one out. A couple nice deep breaths here. Perfect. So, if you haven't received your thank you, my gift of gratitude to my subscribers, you haven't sent me your measurement yet and your favorite color. And you can do that by sending me an email at yogacreature@gmail.com, or you can leave in the comment. You can always find me on Facebook under the name of my channel, like Michelle and Lucky. You can always do that. Perfect. So I'm going to take a brief moment. I'm going to elevate this a little bit. So I'm going to bring the feet in, lift the heels. Makes it a little bit easier to lift higher, up, rotate. And now my block is on level 2. The surface, as you see, is a little bit smaller. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit more narrow. So placement is crucial. Shoulder blades are kind of tucked underneath. Blanket is comfortable just on my head, not on my neck or under my shoulders. Palms facing up, which encourages the chest to be open. And a couple of nice deep breaths into the chest, into the ribs, and into the belly. Go ahead, breathe into your belly. It's good for you. Let's give ourselves one more moment here. Truly be in the moment. Close your eyes, relax your jaw, remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth, and take a big breath into your body. And then slowly let it go. While the eyes are open, maybe focus up ahead of you, right over the ceiling. Bring the feet in, and lift the hips, and slowly roll the spine back down. Let the knees rest together. I have my feet out wider. And just take a couple breaths here. Heel toe the feet together. Let the knees fall out. Reach up to the ceiling. Get a hold of your elbows and bring those arms up and over. Now you let the hips rock a little bit side to side. Heel toe your feet apart. Bring the feet back to the mat. And bring those arms back down. So I'm going to roll out to the side. So I'm going to extend the arm, extend the leg, push, and roll. Good job. Come on up. And, I think I'm going to end in modified hero. I'm going to cycle after this. I want to get those quadriceps and those ankles ready. So I use that block. I'm going to try level 1 because I'm already warmed up. Bring your knees together. Separate your feet. Block is in between your ankles. Here we go. Right. Toes are going straight back behind, not in and not out. Right? Toes are going straight back. Sitting levelly on those hips, and everything is misaligned, but it's not. You're more in line, which is awesome. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, release. I want to thank you so much for sharing some time with me. And release. Let's get one more big breath. Arms reach up. Gonna bring those palms together. Down to the heart. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. And until we meet again, namaste. Have a great one, everybody.